must strive to find your own voice, because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Thoreau said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Into that, break out. Now, we all have a great need for acceptance, but you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular. But Robert Frost said, two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Hello, greetings, everyone. I was laughing at my own video I've made here. So, what Akbar Ali, Rahat, you see how they messed it? I was that day laughing at what I've made here. Look at this. This last part. So, I was cracking up so much. Order, order. Okay, so I got all worked up in the morning. Actually, I haven't even charged my. I did, but not in the morning because I thought today I was not going to come. I have to fix the mic. I've been charging this mic. Needs a lot of charging. I don't know. Let's see. Uh, put this on. Okay. So I'm really tired. My so morning. Uh, Good morning. But sorry, I cannot accept such people anymore in my life. I've whether they're living in America or wherever, I just cannot take it. Maybe the Westerners will not understand this. Maybe London, Europe will understand. Maybe UK will understand what the Pakistanis have done. And they were having a debate whether we can call them Muslims, grooming the girls in UK, because they can. It is in their religion. I want to show you Surah Nur ayat 33 again. They can sleep with slave girls who, wherever they step, yes, Muslims can do this. So the Britishers are very soft on them, saying that, oh, if we say this, they kept them out, then we will be called racist or something like this. So wanting to tell the Britishers that you should not be so soft. You see, they in their own country, when they go back there, they look at the weak side of a mentally ill person and they don't leave. That if they can put their hands on a mentally ill person, they will. The heights of their badbakhti, what do you call it in British English? There's no height, no nothing to their badbakhti. At least when I was criticizing London, staying without the family and living there in a house when I was in my younger years. So I started to tell myself that the grass is greener on the other side when I was criticizing London. But then I came to the conclusion that Zahra, maybe you are wrong. The grass is greener on the other side, and no European man touched me. In fact, Marcus, when he came in my room he just said, I want to, like his, like the child they put to bed because I was wearing my pajamas and so this is so cute and all this. Didn't see any lecherousness in his eyes. And he was like, I'm scared. You're from a Muslim country. Will they, if I touch you, Zahra, can I just, he was like, will they execute me? So he opened the Quran and said, can I? I said, sure. He asked me my permission. The Quran was in my room in London. And he was, oh my God, I got this really, it's a very frightening. He got scared and he just said, okay, no. Scaring, frightening verses. Now, I found this verse as I mentioned His Highness Khan. Bad luck was here. Let him come before he retracts. So I can see why he's doing this musty harassment, musty naughtiness. He was calling me stupid here, and he retracted his messages. Let me show him who is stupid. Um, I searched it out. It's in Surah Ahzab, verse 72. We gave to man, he accepted this trust, and what is this? And I've even found Surah Ahzab. My hand is not setting on this, so sorry, you have to bear with me. I hope I get Europeans, but unfortunately, it is bad luck that I was a Pakistani. I'm now an ex Pakistani. Quran ayat says, if inland was the land not spacious enough for you to leave it, we will. So, as a Shia, when I was a Shia, look at this ayat. And as maybe humanitarian, all the good ayats I will take. Like I take from the Bible, I quote Jesus Christ. That doesn't make me a Christian. I quote from George Bernard Shaw, or I quote from Les Miserables, Victor Hugo, literature books. Can't change my color to white, Caucasian, or I'm from France, or I'm British. Or if I quote from the Gita, Bhagavad Gita, or give an example of Sri Krishna and Radharani, doesn't make me a Hindu. But these people, I don't know what their minds are, I have to be very careful. They can target my Shias like the former in the former live stream of mine, Akbar Ali Rahotas. They don't forget, and they will even it's my former religion. I'm no more a Shia, and he's brought my religion in. This is what some Pakistanis do, non-Shias. You see, it's a very dangerous thing. I found their lawyer psychopath because I praised Indian Hindu in London, my principal of Holborn College. He turned this um, lawyer in Lahore over the email. He turned psycho on me. They can't hear any praise. Like I have been with you. You have been there in London. Did I ever allow you to touch me or do anything? I told you it's a platonic friendship, and you're like a brother. Then he tells me, "Well, we're sitting in the restaurant. Your eyes are wavering. Should my eyes be on you? I'm not interested in you." ऐसे ऐसे क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं ये पाकिस्तानी. पता नहीं क्या इनके दिमाग में जंक है, क्या है, कहाँ से आया है, where it came from. Foolish. Yusuf Ali has translated this verse in the end ignorant, foolish. It's worse than being stupid. Bad luck. You come here and I'm going to report you before you retract your message. Remember this now. And you're going to change your ID and your name. तुम लोग जैसे तुम्हारे प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद जैसे टेररिस्ट मैंने जिंदगी में नहीं देखे cunning conniving people. You have the skill of cunningness, my father used to say when we lived in Pakistan. ये अय्यारी cunningness की हद नहीं है इधर पाकिस्तानियों में. Ayyari, cunning. They have the skill, the art, the tact. ऐसी अय्यारी है कि हम लोग like, where does it come from? Like I used to think when I was in St. Joseph's College that these Pakistanis can sell me and I wouldn't know I've been sold. This is how cunning they are. Indeed, we offered the trust to the heavens and the earth and the mountains, and they declined to bear it. Let's see if one Pakistani comes here and says, no, 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 we're not cunning. There are the teachers and all. No, no, I want to say you all who keep quiet have added to this cunningness. You don't raise your voices against this. Who is stupid? Man. The man, insan. He indeed was unjust, ignorant. What is the meaning of ignorant in other words? Stupid, foolish. Abhi ye kya hai? Look at this. I don't know who that Maulana was who taught me, came to teach me Arabic, Quran Arabic. So who is stupid? Go and see your Quran. Stop calling other people stupid. And if you don't, if you were in my country, I would have fined you. तुम्हारी माँ जाती अपने नीज पे या तुम वो अकलीमा अख्तर के जिसने ऑर्फन्स को तुम्हारी माँ उसमें से तो नहीं है is your mother from Aklima Akhtar's what she made a pimp den, a prostitute den of orphans in Pakistan. Yahya Khan's friend. शर्म नहीं है शर्म बदबख्तों को शर्म नहीं है जरा भी अपनी माँ को यहाँ लाओ bring your mother here tell them Britishers where are their mothers or what mothers where are these grooming gangs mothers what was that ayat I found lately I even said on ये क्या है ताबा का मैंने it means repents Allah repents on Prophet and the Muhajirin. What is this? Bad. No, here. Thank Allah I just, who repents to the Prophet, Muhajirin and the Ansars. Surah Tawbah ki ayat 117. And then I found in Surah Taha ayat 82, but indeed I am the perpetual forgiver. He calls himself Ghaffaro or Ghafuro. We understand he is the perpetual forgiver of whoever repents taba, right? Here I found a mistake in the Quran ayat and they won't let me, perhaps they will come here again. So one man on Facebook told me there's no mistake in the Quran. My Maulana Sahib said, you're right. Allah written, Allah has mistake in it. Why the double L written when there you've put up there the W, little w that says you don't have to write Allah in LL, double L, Allah with a double L anymore. That sign up there, that symbol on top of Allah, which looks like a U, oh, sorry, a W, says that. So my Maulana Sahib was very honorable. He saw one mistake in the Quran. He told me, if I don't find a reason for it, if I find a reason for it, I'll come back. If I don't find a reason for it, I will not come back to teach you Quran in Arabic, which is compulsory for us Muslims. If Sunnis don't know about it, so Surah Taha at 82. I'll go back to that. If Sunnis don't know about it, let me inform you and educate you about my former religion. Even for us to learn the Quran in Arabic was compulsory. How can I challenge these badbakht, bad luck, Akbar Ali Rahot Sunnis? I've shown so much. They just want to, they just come here. And I know the whole Islamic world is for you, right? क्या हमारे रूलर्स ऐसे हो गए हैं कि they're allowing this harassment? आपके सुन्नी रूलर्स भी आपको पता है वो आपको तो कुछ नहीं कहेंगे. राइट, आपको तो कुछ नहीं कहेंगे. So where am I? Surah Ahzab now. आप तो आके हरास करें, बुली करें. Take the opportunity. Say against my former religion too. जब भी थोड़ी भी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी आप शैतान की तरह आ जाएंगे. कहते हैं ना शैतान आ जाता है. आप शैतान से कम नहीं हैं. जहां भी कहीं ओपनिंग होती है शैतान आ जाता है. शैतान himself said, I will burglar all, lead everyone astray except your mukhlisin. Now find out who the mukhlisin are. One Muslim girl, she doesn't know, telling me that why can't you be the chosen one? She doesn't know our Shia Islam. At least I studied the Sunni Islam, the Shia Islam. I could not say a word to her, and she kept on saying things to me in Pakistan. Now her parents had eloped when she wasn't even born. My mother was 13 years old, Hazrat Abbas ke day anniversary. हजरत अब्बास की विलादत पे मेरी मंगनी हुई है. मंगनी 13 years old. 13 years old हजरत बीबी फातिमा ज़हरा और इमाम अली के शादी पे, या वो क्या कहते हैं ईद गदीर. ईद गदीर पे हमारी शादी हुई है. शादी हुई है ईद गदीर पे. 13 years old. And your mother has eloped and she has the audacity to question this my religion, Shia Islam, when we follow the grandson of Prophet Muhammad. And she doesn't even know about all this. जब सूरह तौबा निकला था, okay, Rasulullah sent Abu Bakr as the leader of the Hajj of the Muslims there to go to Makkah from Medina. He stayed in Medina. Then when Surah Tawbah came, Jibrail came with it and said, send your relative, someone near to you, no one else. ये तो आप लोगों को पता नहीं है, आप लोग बकवासें करते रहते हैं शियाओं के अगेंस्ट. कोई है नहीं जो आपको फाइन करे, शरीयत कोर्ट में लेके जाए और आपको बोले वो शिया इतने फॉरगिविंग मर्सीफुल हैं. रूमर्स हमारे अगेंस्ट झूठे झूठे फॉल्स रूमर्स without full knowledge. You know, half knowledge is, they say how dangerous half knowledge is. अरे तुम लोग बेशरम बेगैरत आके without even knowing your your own ऐसी ऐसी गंदी dirty हदीसें हैं, without knowing your full religion, your own, from your hadiths, your Sahih Sittas. How many are there? 7, 6. Sitta क्या होता है? Number, Arabic में. You are going for O levels and you want to speak like a Canadian accent. And who is better in Canadian accent? And how is my accent? And what are my grades? And what are your grades? And this. तो अगर आपको इतना अपने रिलीजन का इतना शौक है कि शियाओं को आप कहते रहें, जाए मदरसा में, study your religion from childhood. Don't come to me with your bakwas, half knowledge, or even less than half knowledge, and not having any knowledge of the Quran through the eyes of the Shias. Take है. So if I don't crack up, okay, not and break down, Surah Maida की आयत दी है. Look at this. Google search has gone crazy. Taba. Look at this Surah Maida की आयत दी है. What is this being controlled? Surah Ahzab ki ayat. I have to put. And you know, I was told here the Wi-Fi even is controlled. Internet. Okay, let me show you through the. Why isn't it going to Surah Ahzab? Quran.com. Indeed, the penalty for those who wage war against Allah and His Messenger. I've seen this. Why do you want to? तो आपने जो शियाओं के अगेंस्ट उसके प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद के ग्रैंडसन के अगेंस्ट वेज वॉर किया है, आपके सहाबा ने, यजीद ने, खलीफा ने, सहाबा के बेटे ने, माविया अमीर उल मोमिनीन ने, हम तो आप पे वो नहीं करते हैं. हम तो आपके अगेंस्ट एक्शन नहीं करते हैं. Look at this. Why? How could Allah repent? I found the word Taba in Surah Taha also. 72. It's not working. So our human rights is compromised, our freedom of speech. So how can you Sunnis take action against Shias? Maybe because you have Saudi Arabia backing. You have all the money to do it. You have the GCC countries backing Pakistan. And let the police come and execute me, take me to jail. Thirty-three 11 not loading. Oh, it's Surah Tauba. But thank you. I just saw the terribleness in your Sunnis, some of you. तुम लोग शियाओं के खून के प्यासे हो प्यासे. I saw this. Wait a minute, I can't do this. देखो तुम लोगों को दिखाऊं मैं जितना भी दिखाऊं तुम लोग इतने बदबख्त हो कि देख नहीं सकते हो फिर दूसरों को बोलते हो दूसरों के वीकनेसेस लेते हो. अभी उधर मैंने नया पिक्चर अपना रखा फेसबुक पे पाकिस्तानी आगे लाइक कर रहे हैं वो जो हंस रहा है मुझ पे वो आ गया. Let me show you here. I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to pause here and go to Facebook, my Facebook. No, no, I've said no. They can come here and execute me. Let the police come. I had enough of this injustice. Ek to I heard from Christian Prince before that some case against an Indian. If you're making strict laws here and we have no freedom of rights, Surah Tauba ayat 117 hai. Taba means repent here in Surah Taha 82. But indeed, I am the perpetual forgiver of whoever repents and believes and does righteousness and then continues in guidance. अरे आप लोग एक केस नहीं ले सकते हैं आप लोग आपके मुसलमान लीडर्स क्या जस्टिस देंगे हमें एज अ शिया I've kept my mouth shut but known मेरा फादर कहता था ना कि ये मुसलमान लीडर्स क्यों नहीं उठते हैं my father's from UAE you see but he's a Shia मुसलमान लीडर्स नहीं उठते हैं और वो बिल्कुल पाकिस्तान में जो शियाओं के अगेंस्ट हो रहा है आप लोग तो हाँ अली अकबर राहत अरे जब आशूरा होता है तो मैंने तो अपने नेबर सुन्नी ने सॉन्ग्स आप लोग तो फर्स्ट मुहर्रम को अभी स्टार्ट किया था पाकिस्तान में पता नहीं किसकी बर्थडे आपके सहाबा की सेलिब्रेट करना फर्स्ट मुहर्रम को आप सेलिब्रेट करते हैं मुझे कहते हैं आई एम अ फॉर्मर शिया फॉर गुडनेस सेक बट शैल आई टेल यू when I was a Shia what I saw you people doing Sunnis celebrating जब grandson प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद का जा रहा है करबला मदीना से निकल गया you people also celebrate but as a Shia I never said anything because I understand it's your religion you want to celebrate what can we say we can't say anything it's your religion you have the freedom to celebrate first of Muharram while we Shias wear black clothes mourning for Imam Hussain the grandson of Prophet Muhammad अभी आओ ना अभी आओ अकबर अली राहत सॉरी बोलना आपके उसमें नहीं है बिकॉज इतना आपको बुग्ज है इमाम अली से और शियाओं से आपने उसको रख दिया इमाम अली को फोर्थ कैलिफ आयशा से लड़ाई आयशा ने लड़ाई की है इमाम अली से आप में इतना बुग्ज है इतना हेट्रेड है फॉर शियाज अलोन नॉट ओनली शिया इस्लाम और सेलिब्रेट फर्स्ट मुहर्रम को कौन करता है शियाज और सुन्नीज और जब ग्रैंडसन मर रहा है प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद का तो आपको कोई फिक्र नहीं है आप लोग चले वो रोजा रखते हैं विच इज हराम ऑन अस बिकॉज यजीद्स मदर रोजा रखा था या किसने यहूदी क्रिश्चियन का स्टाइल यजीद की माँ क्रिश्चियन थी आप लोग चले रोजा रखते हैं जो कुछ सुन्नीज इन पाकिस्तान फर्स्ट मुहर्रम को तो ढन 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 ठका ठोक फायर क्रैकर्स और ये वो सेलिब्रेटिंग न्यू ईयर्स होता है आपका नाचते हैं रस्तों पे अभी तो जुलूस निकालते हैं पाकिस्तान में ठका ठक ठू लकड़ियां और कैमल के ऊपर और नाचते हो मैंने आपके जुलूस देखे हैं, inspired by our juluses, but morning juluses for Imam Hussein, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad. अभी मेरा मुंह नहीं खुलाओ, आप लोग क्या क्या करते हैं? Don't open my mouth on that. हराम है फास्टिंग, हराम हमारे लिए। हम एक आशुरा के दिन we just don't drink water, or we don't call it fasting. Fasting is haram on Ashura day. You people do fasting. What the Christian mother did, or what the Yahudi, or क्या कौन किसने फास्टिंग की थी आशुरा के दिन जब यजीद की आर्मी जीत गई? ये भी एक सेलिब्रेशन है फास्टिंग। यजीद की आर्मी ने फास्ट किया था, कहते हैं। It's a hearsay. I don't know how far it is true. I haven't gone into the books to research on that. तो जब भी आपको मौका मिलता है, आप ऐसे बेगैरत, ऐसे लो लाइफ्स हैं। I mean, what kind of people are you? Taba here in this verse in Quran.com means repent. But I'm truly, Allah अपने आप को most forgiving, ghafur और ghafaro कहता है, to whoever repents, believes and does good. Here, repents, taba word used किया गया है. This word. It's slow, my tab is slow. Taba. Okay, it works now. Repents, to whoever repents. Mistakes in the Quran I found. Recent mistake. The most forgiving ghafuro. इधर कहते हैं, अब देखें, ताबा. Remember this. How shall I give you? इधर आप देखें. Where is it? So I will be slow. ये word है इधर ताबा. इधर आप देखें आयत ट्रांसलिटरेशन देखें. ये सूरह तौबा की आयत 117 है. Part of it I have to. Taba. This is Surah Tauba. Allah Taba Allahu. Laqad Taba Allahu. Ala Nabi. Meaning Allah is repenting to Nabi, Prophet. And wa Mahajirin. Wa Ansar. ये सूरह तौबा की आयत है 117. चेक करें. दूसरों की मिस्टेक्स फॉर्मर रिलीजन पे आ जाते हैं, छोड़ते नहीं हैं. You see this word taba. How can Allah repent? Take Surah Taha, verse ayat kare. Why give a bad name to verse? 82. I will give you this ayat also. Loading. Where's the transliteration? Here, I can find it. Continue. French translation. So, oh God. Transliteration nahi hai. But indeed, I am. ये transliteration क्यों नहीं है? इधर है हाँ. Ghafaru. Sorry, just cite a mistake by me in pronunciation. Taking the word Ghafaru, but not a big problem with this. आप ये देखें. وَإِنِّي غَفَّارُ لِمَنْ تَابَ. Those who repent. We are forgiving, most forgiving to whoever repents. Now Allah repents. तो वर्ड भी चेंज कर दिया, वर्ड का मीनिंग भी चेंज कर दिया. लाइक वर्ड तो सेम है, पता नहीं क्या उसको वर्ड को यानी कर दिया है. This is academic, although my feelings are involved. But what it means here, what I'm trying to say is that अगर ऐसा वैसा आएंगे तो ऐसा वैसा आपको किक आउट होगा इधर से. आई विल किक यू आउट. ऐसे वैसे नहीं आए. ये मजाक नहीं समझे. आपने मजाक मजाक में फिर क्या शियाओं को मारा है पाकिस्तान में. फॉल्स रूमर्स मजाक मजाक में किया है. लाइव्स, टॉइंग विथ लाइव्स. दोस्त ह्यूमन राइट्स की बात मैं कर रही हूँ. I was a former Shia. I will bring my Shia Islam now. Ayariki, I will not accept now your cunning ways. Here it says Allah is Ghafoor. Right? What's the translation? Ghafaru. Ghafaru hai na? Taba. To those who repent. To whoever repents. The meaning of Taba is repents. Then why does Allah in Surah Tawbah, ayat 117, say that I repent to Nabi, Muhajirin, and Ansar? Huh? He repents. Actually, the word should be I am Ghafur, like it is in Surah Taha, Taha verse 82. Most forgiving. To those who repent. So the reason why I'm not just put the repent without the repents. So just make it very easy. To those I'm truly most forgiving. To those who repent, repent. Taba. Okay, just take the S away. Look at the word repent. So what from this verse we find out that taba means repent. Taba means repent. So he should have used most forgiving in Surah Tawbah, ayat 117. Laqad ghafuro, right? But it's the word repent for saying that he's forgiven those. You see this? But what you people do, and then you blame the Shias, they have a different Quran. If I say anything about against my former religion, I see that some of you are very, very cunning. You bring my former religion and you say Shia, then why? And you put words in my mouth that I'm a Shia. So now why am I laughing? Now I don't cry for Imam Hussein. I'm for Yazid. I'm for Abu Sufyan. I'm for Muawiyah. Ask any Shia. Who, which Shia is for Abu Sufyan? I have put a case here against Imam Hussein versus Yazid. I'm trying to open my Shia's eyes, and you come with that cunning, snaky thing. Akbar Ali Rahot. I can't believe the people. I've lived in Pakistan. I should be by now believing that people like you exist. And through your mischief, you're twisting and turning the words around, even with the former Shia, knowing she's a former Shia. What does it say here? Zara Berserk, ex-Shia truth seeker. What is the name of my channel? अरे आप लोग इतने हरामी हैं. हराम, हराम क्या? जो वर्ड्स ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न करता है, सूर्य कलाम की आयत पढ़ें. बेस बोर्न, हराम, हरामी, लायर्स, और बेशर्मी से आप गैसलाइटर्स, कोवर्ट नार्सिसिस्ट भरे पड़े हैं. So now tell me which Shia says, Assalamu alaikum ya Yazid ibn Muawiyah. As-salatu was-salam. Yazid Zindabad. Hussein Murdabad. Come on, come here, Rahut. Akbar Ali Rahut. I'm saying it. Which Shia says this? And the way you, like a snake, came here twisting and turning against Shias, you find a one opportunity to say anything against Shias. From a former Shia, you are the most cunning snake I have. Yeah, like Pakistanis. And you cunning snake, you come here again. And I will kick your butt out of here, your ass out of here. Your stinking, cunning ass out of here. तो एक वो आते थे मेरे पीछे पड़े हुए थे because I'm doing this कि show me one mistake. अल्लाह का तो मैंने कहा कहती रही. Look at this. Oh, but now what reason and my Shias calling out to my Shias, my former religious true Islam followers. We thought we were the best. We are the true upholders of true Islam. Taba means repent. According to verse in Surah Taha 82 verse, ayat. Do you see this? What did Allama Tabatabai say? Then you see here, like I was thinking about my UAE, if listening to someone, that if our freedom of, okay, we compromise on that because we believe in our sheikhs. They believe, Emiratis, they stand for us, right? Strict laws we have, very good, very good. But then one case lapse of justice should not happen. You know, they should be so cautious, right? अगर ऐसा नहीं होगा in the strict law where our freedom of speech is also compromised. ये हमारी फैमिली है, ये हमारे बाप हैं, ये हमारे गॉड फादर्स हैं, sheikhs, right? Sheikhs are our godfathers. We've compromised. Let's say if a Christian, like a Christian prince or from Europe or from America tells me, you have no freedom of right in your country, neither freedom of speech. What do I tell them? I tell them, no, no, listen, they are like our family. They give to us. But no, but then we've heard these human rights violations. What will I tell them? Christian Prince has openly confirmed something, and he's openly said it without having any fear. कि एक केस ह्यूमन राइट्स वायलेशंस का, दूसरा केस लेबर, Bangladeshis, if you work in, because someone asked him, if I come to Dubai, will I will earn so much, why not live in that city, go to UAE? He said, no, no, it's better you stay in, go to a Western country. I'll give you reasons why you shouldn't go to Dubai to work. एक तरफ से they are the caretakers. But do you not see that we have compromised? What if a Christian, or what if a Westerner asks me, atheist even, you know, you've compromised your freedom of speech here. Are the I can say, well, the sheikhs, they send us support, they send us help. We have zero human rights violation in our country. That's why it's not a compromise. I don't feel like freedom of speech is a compromise because you see, then in your countries you have false rumors spreading. In Pakistan, what can I tell them? Pakistan though is a lawless country. Don't even bring that. Sorry for bringing that, but you know, no rumors, false rumors are spread against Shias. Even no discrimination against any religion, creed, race in our country, UAE, right? So I leave this now. Do you see it? So I don't want to talk about politics and all this, but I was pushed, cornered this time. My ex-Shia, you know, they have been oppressed, and I'm for the oppressed. Whether it be a Jew, whether it be myself, my parents, the poor or the rich. So don't come here charging me, triggering me. आप लोग तो ऐसे हैं जैसे wounds जब निकलते हैं ना, आप तो wounds में मिर्ची डालते हैं, chilies you put in our wounds, you bring our past wounds, उस पे भी आप उसको भी नहीं छोड़ते हैं, past wounds को भी नहीं छोड़ते हैं. Dig out करके chilies, putting in our wounds. Akbar Ali Rahat, you are that cunning man. Taba means repent, according to Surah Taha, ayat 82. So when he is blaming the Jews in Surah Fat, Yathrib Jews, having changed the word of Allah by saying this, that we're going for, you are going for the spoils of war, I find plenty of ayats now. It is enough that even the believers with him at his time, and one was saying that please don't tempt us to war, meaning don't give us gains, spoils of war. Don't tempt us, like coaxing us into war. Battle of Tabuk ki ayat dekhe Quran ki. Look at the Battle of Tabuk ayat in the Quran. No, but you people like Akbar Ali Rahot and Bad Luck and all this. They're toying with this religion. They're using my past wounds already. I mean, I haven't until now gotten over the fact that I always go into a shock, traumatizing. You don't know how I'm turning and twisting. I mean, how I'm turning here on bed, bedridden at times, can't get up to eat because already I don't have that strength. And with on top of this, and I have to recheck because my eminent religious scholars, I know the mind of the Shias. I know that we've used the best logic because we learned from Imam Ali, Najil Balagha, peak of eloquence. Which Shia is going to take you to Imam Jafar Sadiq's book and tell you that, look, Shias, calling out to Shias, that our Imams have lied to us. We copied from the Greek philosophers. I've already done this. और ये अकबर अली रावत आ जाता है अभी पता नहीं कहाँ का है. What kind of people are they? Like, will the Britishers or Westerners allow you to come and study in their country, to go to college in their academia? How do they take you? Those of you Muslims who go to Western countries for education, higher education, college, university, or even in India, their Indian college university level is very high compared to Pakistan's. How do they take you? ऐसे haramipun should not be accepted. You know what is haramipan? In one word, you are cunning, low life, liar. You use people's weaknesses. You want to open their wounds, past wounds, and put chilies on it. तो ये लेक्चर हमने बहुत दिया पाकिस्तान में, घरों में अपने डैडी के साथ डिस्कस करना कि ये कैसे लोग हैं, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पीपल आर दे, समझते हैं? ये तो हिंदू बेहतर है, इंडिया में रहना चाहिए, दादा के पास जाना चाहिए था. My grandfather who lived, Emirati who lived in India. But my mother said, no, we will never go to India. She was faithful to her mother in law, my dadi, my grandmother, because that one, the Indian Muslim, was a second wife of my grandfather, her father in law. We will never go to India. But we used to praise the Indian Hindus for protecting our religion, our procession, respecting our religion. कभी हमें आके नहीं कहा कि तुम लोग काफिर क्यों? Why do you call on any other than Allah? वो बेचारे खुद इस चीज में फंसे हुए हैं. But like from the Shias also they got it. We najis. We didn't say it in front of their faces, but we would disassociate from them. So unfortunately, this tragedy. Now please see, Ghafur if you use for Allah, I say there's no mistake. But repent, Allah repents. Parent can get. My friends list open, my Facebook is not locked. Allah repents to the Prophet, Muhajirin, Ansar, what? Taba is used. The word Taba used in Surah Taha means repent. Surah Taha, Taha verse 82. I found another mistake recently. No, no, not this way. No, no, not that way. Ghafura was used, that Allah, the most forgiving. I am the perpetual forgiver of those who repent. Something is missing here in this ayat. Which ayat? Surah Tawbah at 117. It just says Allah Taba. It doesn't say Allah the Ghafur Rahim like in this ayat. Taba means repent. So, yeah. So now, I don't want to humiliate anyone or UAE or anything. But since Christian Prince brought out a very terrible, sad, distressful again and again, and what I've seen, that one lady, Sheikha, married, she's a Sheikha now because she married a Sheikh. So I call her Sheikha. And she has children. So what my point was that when you make these strict laws, see to it that there's no lapse of justice in that country where there are very, very strict laws, right? And you would not discriminate against others. What happens here in the Quran is that he's blaming the Jews, not only that, for changing Allah's words. What else has he blamed the Jews for? Breaking the treaty, having an alliance with the Makkans. They said, we will help you Jews. You see, they said, if anyone oppresses you in your land, in your city that we have given you, or something, they came to an agreement of acquiescence, law of acquiescence, or something. So let me put this properly. Now, the reason why I brought UA's case out is that I agree there should be strict laws. I used to appreciate it, and we have compromised because of false rumors spread, against the sheikhs, and they don't like these gossip rumors. We don't like it. Very good, because in Pakistan it goes on to no end, even against Shias. If you don't bring a law like this, so I appreciated UAE laws that were very, very strict. Okay, now what happens? Okay, let freedom of life, freedom of speech go to hell, like that, let it be. because such great laws. We don't want gossip here, unnecessary gossip. And you know how people, then there's no end to this. I've seen it in Pakistan against the Shias. So then what I'm trying to say is then this person should be and his Allah should be perfect. We should not find a mistake in the Quran. So then we know that yes, on justice, it is right what the other ayat says in Surah Fat that they want to change the word of Allah. Then and then only. My God, this is the ABCD of law. When a person is making, let's say, laws, this is the foundation, right? What is the foundation? We're making laws. We are the lawmakers. We are not the lawbreakers. So if you find the lawmaker breaking a law, what would you say to that person? Level headed people, sincere people, oh God. Not those Pakistanis who come here to gaslighters, just to blame, find an opportunity against Shias and use a former Shia. Not like that, okay? So what do? Let's say someone makes a law. A is A means this, and you should not do A. You should not do A. And then this lawmaker goes and does A. Will you trust him? He's a hypocrite. Surah Saf ayat tells us Allah hates those greatly who say what they do not do. Who say what they do not do. And when you find in Allah's words mistakes, what do you do? What do you say? What conclusion you come to? That this is a false Allah. This is not the word of Allah. Sorry, I jumped. What do you do? What do you say? What conclusion you reach? This is not the word of Allah. This is not near to the perfect word of Allah. Word of Allah should be perfect. And then what he has done is we make changes, Allah makes changes in his signs to bring better or substitute or to cancel his sign. Or for that case, he substitutes a sign and gives it to us. But then you see, how will we catch this? But I've got him. I've got him. Okay, so I'm here for the truth. And logically, Surah Yunus ayat 100. Use your reason. And another one, another ayat. This one, if you don't use your reason, what will Allah do? Put abomination on you. So use your reason even looking at the Quran ayats. Now, what's the other ayat? Contradictions found in the Quran ayat. There would have been, if this was not from, if this was this word, this book, this Quran was from any other than Allah, what you would find much contradictions, mistakes, meaning all this, right? So now that I've shown you, how, with what faith are you going to tell me to come to this Islam and accept it? If you are only that mischief maker, you will come. And I will kick you out. People have suffered, have had punishments met out to them, given out to them, meted out to them. Okay? Very, very strict. Hands are cut off in Saudi Arabia for stealing, theft. Executions in Iran, Saudi Arabia because of zina or something, or even talking against the leader, the Muslim leader of this time. Like I said, there's a lot at stake following this religion, which is not from the true Allah. Take the Quran ayats and see, compare it. If you find one mistake, what do you do? What does a great person, a pagali? No, no, wait. You see what Jiddu Krishnamurti told us? You see, and then if someone, if this Einstein said, a scientist said, you don't chew on it and sit on it and invite people. I know you're kind of Sunnis who invite Shias to Sunni Islam. They don't know anything about their religion. They have not even read books. Those Sunnis who have read their books, I don't think, because if you have this insecurity, like when I had the security about my religion, Shia Islam, I didn't care what the Sunnis were saying. Ke Baba Sughra, Bibi Sughra was this, or they kiss each other, blackout karte hain Ashura on Ashura night, and they eat the meat of human beings on Ashura day in their biryani. I knew that it was dal we used to get, and there's no meat in that dal, even lentil curry that we get for ourselves on when we go to the Imam Barga out for Ashura. So I had, like, I knew what my religion was, and thank you. And all I had to do was just work to be like Bibi Fatima Zahra, to be what they wanted us to be, or to be a Kaniz of Bibi Fatima Zahra, to be a true Kaniz of Bibi Fatima Zahra, exonerate them, be like them, copy them. To When I'm not like that, when I'm going to Karachi American School wearing shorts, but I knew that my religion was true. So any Sunni come to me and say anything, I wouldn't even participate in debates, because within myself I'm secure. And within yourself, when you are secure, you don't need to go around telling people, come here, come to my religion, this and that. And I've shown you the Shia site also, where it says, Sayyid has said that when there is oppression, then you go there and you don't have to say that, but you just stop the oppression from the non-Muslims on the Muslims. That's it. If they come, if the non-Muslims go to our marja, they will, I would have, as a Shia, I would have said, please go to our marja. I'll give you the name of someone I knew, or someone my friend Mariam, Shia friend Mariam knows. Then we can, go to him, like, or Rumina, another friend of mine, uh, my friend's friend actually, knew. So we would ask them, go to Kum, contact this. We have emails. Contact a marja, a Shia marja, if you're interested to know. I would give them books like Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi did. You can read Then I Was Guided and all this. And I would just recommend. I cannot tell them this about I can tell them that I know I have limited knowledge and all this. So it gets very like complicated. So I have to think on each case, like, how will I deal with it? And as much as I know, then for further information, I would send them to recommend a religious scholar of my Shia. Now I'm a former Shia. So here, if you're saying taba means repents, but here it has been changed to ghafuro, yani Allah is forgiving, and it doesn't mean repent here. You're putting those people at stake whose houses they've broken. You will never find the truth. Like this, it's a cunning book, then. And you're reading a cunning book. It's not a book on justice and truth, where words are changing. You will never see it. Pacts are broken, you're told, and I know how you're told in Quran ayats. You're confused. You give me those good ayats of peace and kindness, and if they haven't expelled you, don't. Surah Mumtahana. So let's take Surah Mumtahana ayat. If they have not expelled you from their homes, you should also not expel them from their homes, right? Then why did you even expel them from the city? Yathrib, Surah Hashar. You don't have an answer for this. And if he keeps changing words like this, he should be strict, very strict, as he is against the disbelievers. Show harshness and strictness, meaning he tells Prophet Muhammad and the believers also. So you should not have a mistake in the Quran. But I'm pointing out mistakes I've found recently. And breaking of houses. Surah Mumtahana ki ayat ab denge, then you'll say, oh, some Sunni will say it was abrogated. Surely it was abrogated. So now they can break homes, even though they didn't expel you, but you expelled them. Moreover, they did not break your homes. These are not the Makkans, these are the Madinan. Okay, is this enough? So I'm telling you, if you give me a reason here why for Allah, when it is used, repent, the word changes. You cannot do this when you see, if you keep changing words like this and you say, my Allah keeps changing words like this for himself, it means something else. It means forgives or removes or no, um, becomes merciful. Accuracy, consistency is very important. Your Allah cannot find another word for this. Because the Yathrib Jews have already been blamed for changing the word of Allah. And I showed you that they did not. Because sometimes the ayat says that the Muslims with Rasulullah were feeling sorry, sad that they have missed in Battle of Uhud. The ayat goes like this. And so Allah is telling them, don't feel sorry now for what you have lost. Sometimes the ayat goes, they didn't even want to fight. And they're saying, if you fight, you will go into death and destruction. Sometimes the ayat goes for the believers against them now, that they didn't want to go to war. So can you blame the Yathrib Jews? And so who actually was eager to go to war and help Rasulullah? And why should the Yathrib Jews, Bedouins, help Rasulullah? He went to Battle of Tabuk, the Romans didn't come. Could that be a false rumor spread to test whether the all knowing God is telling him? Look, if he wanted to show his strength and his soldiers, that's why Romans were they could have come there. I said, oh, okay, we see the Muslim army. Oh, it's 10,000 of them. Let's go back. Then you can say, yes, they got scared. But like this man here goes to Byzantine. By the time he reaches Byzantine, that the Muslims had such, God knows how long it would take to reach the message, reach, give them the message. 10,000 people are there, Muslims. Byzantine doesn't have 10,000. You know how many the Makkans had? They had 10,000 too. Makkans in the Khandak, at Khandak. So it's very, very sad to see the mischief makers and using my religion, former religion, triggering that and showing me how cunning some of you Pakistanis, Indian Muslim, you're Indian Muslim. My father's right. Very, very cunning. Extremely. Haven't seen people like you in Europe. I've been to Europe. I can tell you the places I've been there. Places I've been to in Europe, right? So forgive my way of English. Places I've been there. I can tell you, but I don't want to show off. I can tell you how they took care of us. We could trust. We could go. My brother and I. My brother was very young. His height was small. Now he's turned very tall. No one touching us, nothing, not even looking at us. We didn't feel threatened. We could go to the Gothenburg opposite our hotel. We had this what do you call it, the circus, and the what do you call it, the rides. We could just go, no one coming up to us. Freedom, safety, protection. We felt so protected, like it's safer than being at home. If in Pakistan you're at home and you have a ayah or a worker, you don't know when she will steal. You don't know what your cook will do with you if you are a child. Okay? And their countries, their cities, so safe. We didn't know Gothenburg. At least I can say London, yes, I know from childhood. And their mapping and their amazing, we wouldn't get lost. Amazing. Taxi drivers, amazing. Public transport, amazing. Perfect. I tell you. Okay, so I've had enough. So that's why I wasn't going to bring that UAE and what Christian Prince said, because I said, leave it. But when your freedom of right is, when your freedom of speech here for this Quran thing, you can't go against this prophet. You can't even question him. Only he's seen in Surah Najm, we're told, and uh, we're told, it's stated, are you disputing with him what he saw? What kind of a God is this? I mean, if he tells you, are you disputing with him what you yourself have also seen? Then I can say, but of course, look, if I tell you here, well, you will crush me, you will go on my health, psycho hai. If I tell you here, I see a jinn on the horizon, aren't you going to question me? But you're not seeing the jinn on the horizon. So how can this stupidity? I mean, this Allah is unjust. You see, at least they could see what they were showing them. Murti hai, Allah hai. And then he's saying, can you see the murtis? What in the world is this? I couldn't get it. So you can't question what he saw, and you're not seeing it. You're not seeing a jinn. Please go to America, Western world, get their education. Stop reading this Quran ayats. We will have no my ज़मीन मेरे पाँव से तो वो तो बहुत पहले लरज़ गई. Like what is this? I'm so scared now. You see, I'm doing this lapse of justice. Please, मेरा case आप I will not give it anymore. So this is not for Pakistan. Sorry, not for any Muslim. About the case, when I talk about my personal case, I want the Europeans to decide my case and to help me in my case. Thank you so much. Even Japanese and like I trust these people. Um, Qigong. I can stand there in front of the master and move my body movements. He'll say, here. There's another one that says, you have to press here, and I will allow him to come, and in front of him I can do it. I have no shame because you know they haven't given us that thing of feeling shame or guilty or anything. I can trust them, so I can trust a Western doctor to check me, but I will not trust a Muslim doctor anymore. This is terrible. Surah Najama है. Sorry, I don't mean to discriminate, लेकिन ये तो मुझे बहुत डर में I have to think twice now. You see, I would rather go to okay, I will go to a lady doctor, but male doctor, Pakistani, things like that. No, we had good, Dr. Wajid was a Shia. No, no, I cannot trust a male Pakistani doctor. So please stop being doctors. Male Pakistanis, Sunnis, and then you blame how I know how you blame the Shias. If some lady comes for your to be tested for breast cancer, male doctor turns up. Oh my God! And you're a Muslim Sunni? No, it's not allowed, right? At least our marjas would say, now you are allowed. Male doctor can check you if you feel you have breast cancer. But does any ayat in the Quran allow this? Maybe Surah Maida ayat would come in extreme cases. But do ask, go to the hospital and say, if your lady, I prefer a male, I prefer a female doctor if it's a Muslim. You have made life difficult, and this person has too. It is not but a revelation revealed, taught to him by one intense in strength. So what has he seen? Then he approached and descended, and was at a distance of two. And your prophet, you Sunnis, Surah Abbasa, you say he frowned at a blind man. What? He frowned at a, excuse me, blind man can't even see he's frowning. What injustice? Please, I need my case to be, I'm quite panic struck now. His heart lied not what he saw. So will you dispute with him over what? Now hearts also have a tendency to go astray. His heart or his sight? Fuad, his heart. So he saw this in his heart and not even in his eyesight. Toba, toba, toba. It's like the Quran. Basir hota to eyes hote na. Vision, eye, maybe mind. But heart, will you dispute with him what he saw? Of course they're going to question him. मुझे तो रोना आ रहा है. I had enough. So you see, today मुझे रोना आ रहा है. Kal, if I laugh, you bring my former religion. And what you Pakistani Muslims have done against Shias, false rumors, not only kill them, and you won't raise your voices because your voices cannot be heard. And then you blame the Western people that they don't say anything about Kashmir issue. They don't raise their voices. तुम लोग जैसे harami. You know what harami means. I can't find the word in this panic struck, broken self. तुम लोग जैसे. No, no, no. I'm panic struck. Patani, here I could be, you know, my brothers are here. My father's family is here. The prophet's heart lied not in what he saw. Okay, so maybe, what? Oh, not lied the heart what it saw. Here it's saying the heart saw. No, no, the heart did not lie what it saw. Yes, the heart saw it, not did the eye see it? Basir. So will you dispute with him over what he saw? अरे बाबा मेरा दिमाग खराब हो जाएगा. तुम लोग, I took a friend out of Facebook now this time. You know why? Because I see these Pakistanis coming and harassing me, and this Christian friend I called brother, कोई आया नहीं मुझे हेल्प करने के लिए. No, no, now you should have the conscientious, you should take the responsibility, you should come. कि क्यों इसको सता रहे हो, सता रहे हो, सता रहे हो? तौबा करे तुम लोगों के साथ. I feel like killing myself. I don't know who's kept me alive. I don't want to live anymore. Or take me to London. Dhar mar ke. So if you bring out strict laws and you're compromising the speech, you can't question this person. How should it be? You should shine the light. You have overpowered them. You should not be blaming them, breaking pacts. You've compromised their freedom of speech, their freedom of movement. You've taken their temple Kaaba, their rituals. Just because you don't like it, it doesn't make sense to you. And you're saying they broke the pact and they want to fight when even the Sahabas who were idol worshippers at one time don't want to fight. We are told in some ayats that I showed in my live stream earlier. But if people are you, मुझसे बिल्कुल भी इंटरेक्ट नहीं करें, आप नहीं आएंगे इधर. Such people, Pakistani Muslims, बिल्कुल भी इंटरेक्ट नहीं करें. इधर आप आएंगे अपना जंग खनिंग स्नेक की तरह, मैं आपकी, then I will give it to you now. I had enough compromising people's rights, freedom of speech, freedom to practice their religion no matter what if they go out naked. Understand what I'm trying to say? So, thank you to those people, those Muslims who can see this and help me cooperate with me and ask me serious, intelligent questions without blaming me for cracking up and blaming my former religion.